thank you for being here. Or if you're new here, welcome to the channel and thank you for being here. Cheryl might be a little late. I was trying to start the video at 6 o'clock, but then I got caught up on the phone and couldn't make it early enough. This is supposed to be a members only video, but I decided to make it a public video because I want those of you who have not joined the channel to have an idea of what it would be if you did get a members only video. It's been a long week, y'all. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. It's been a long week. I'm glad to be home. I'm glad to be back in my house. I'm glad to be back around my cards. I've missed y'all. I've missed my cards. I've missed my daughter. She's not in that order, you know what I'm saying. She's getting on my nerves a little bit right now, though. I'm just being honest with you. I'm about ready to kick her in her ass. And I might, if you know me, you know that. I'm trying to get some of these decks out of the way because they're all over the place. Okay, I got 2 songs for this video. And before the video started, hey Cheryl, hey baby. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. It's all good. I didn't get here early either. I just got here myself. I ended up on the phone with one of my daughters, with somebody that's related to my daughter. I'll just leave it. I'll leave it at that. Trying to talk about some things. Let's check the energy because it might be funky. The first song I got was by Cameron Marlowe, and we've had it before, more than one time on this channel. It's called Keeping the Lights On. And it's a song about keeping the lights on, having to pay the bills, having to work your butt off to pay these bills. I'm gonna read you the lyrics. And then I got another song because I was like, Spirit, is there anything else that you want to tell me about this? Just a little reminder that this is supposed to be a members only reading. And the members only are those who have joined the channel and the moderators who have been selected to help me with the videos. And if you look under the channel page, you'll see what memberships are available. I have 2 memberships that are available. One is a Dreaming Dragonfly supporter, and it's $2.99 per month. And that means that you support this channel, and it tells you what you get for that. And then I have the top supporters, and it's $4.99 per month. And with that, you get everything that the regular supporters get. There's a lot of negative energy here. But you also get a free private reading after you've been a member for 3 months. That way, if you just want to be a member for 3 months and cancel, you can. And you end up paying about $15 for a free private reading. But if you continue to stay with the channel, you'll get one every year. A free private reading every year. Okay, on your anniversary, you can select the date you'd like to have your reading. And you'll always get priority comments, which means if you want to be added to the list, and there's a lot of people ahead of you, you make a comment and your comment will get priority, and so you'll get added to the list. Plus, it includes member videos, and when I say members only, after this video, going forward, the videos for our members will be for members only. So I'm hoping that this will encourage you to support my channel by joining it. I'm charging $2.99 for a standard Dreaming Dragonfly membership and $4.99 for the top supporters. I mean, that's not a whole at all. That's less than a cup of coffee, and that's for the whole month. And if you'd like to support me, great. If not, I understand. Some people can't afford to, okay? I just had 5 people on here and everybody jumped off. So I guess they didn't like it that I was asking them to join the channel. Oh well, I'm going to do the reading now and they're going to miss the best part. So, I did get some songs. Cheryl can continue to explain to you about members only and what that means, okay? The first song I got was, like I said, Keeping the Lights On. Keeping the Lights On, Cameron Marlowe. Let me turn this volume down. Because I have clients now, y'all, and they calling me and blowing my phone up right regular. But I can turn this one off because I paid for this one. Alright, Keeping the Lights On by Cameron Marlowe. It goes like this. If I never get it. Okay. That sage. Hold on just a second. I gotta have a fan on and draw some of that out of here. Oh, my bowl of water's done dried up. Look at that. Daddy worked the same job for 20 some odd years. Overtime and weekends never bothered him a bit. Well, Mama cooked and cleaned, and sometimes on the side, she'd sell Mary Kay around holidays to make an extra dime, keeping the lights on. Me and my kid brother, man, we thought we had it made. Shoes were on our feet, food was on our plates. We never understood why when Daddy said the prayer, before he'd say amen, he'd thank the man upstairs for keeping the lights on. Yeah, hard times they come and they go. There's smooth rides, there's highs and there's lows. There's blue skies and sunshine, the wind change and storm clouds, but somehow there's always enough. Honky-tonks and highways can be hell on a soul. The neon life and late nights sure make a young man old. But me and this old guitar have a promise that we've made. Heaven knows that it ain't easy keeping them ends tied, but hey, we're keeping the lights on. Oh yeah, we're keeping the lights on. We're keeping the lights on. Oh. And if you happen to hear a bird, you're not hearing things. I have a parrot. His name is Cosmo. Cosmo, what's up, baby? Pretty boy, Cosmo. I love you. Oh, you're gonna be. There he goes. He tells me I'm beautiful all the time. I love it. And he sings, yeah, baby. He does the tune to Andy Griffith, which was my late husband's favorite TV show. He watched it, binge watched it, every episode. And my daughter found this bird after he passed. Alright, so I said, what else do we need to know about this besides we're trying to keep the lights on? Because we're definitely doing that. I am. I don't know what you're doing, but I am. I'm keeping the lights on. And I got this. Stone Sour, Wicked Games. And you can take this however you want to. The version that I got was the acoustic live, and I love that version. I love acoustic live versions of anything, especially if the person singing can sing and play guitar. Alright, it goes like this. The world was on fire and no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire will make foolish people do. And I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. And I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't want to fall in love. No, I don't want to fall in love with you. With you. What a wicked game to play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do to let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say you never felt that way. What a wicked thing to do to make me dream of you. And I don't want to fall in love. No, I don't want to fall in love with you. With you. The world was on fire and no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire will make foolish people do. And I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. And I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't want to fall in love. No, I don't want to fall in love. No, nobody loves no one. I don't really know how to take this song. It could be taken a couple of different ways. It could mean that you fell in love with somebody and you lost them, and now you've met somebody that's just like them, and you don't want to fall in love with them because it's not the person that you were in love with. Or it could just be that this person, you don't want to fall in love with them, but you have. So you take it however it resonates with you, because you have an intuition, and I encourage everybody that watches this channel to use their own intuition when it comes to whatever you hear on this channel. And don't make any life-altering decisions based on anything you hear on this channel, only based on what Spirit says to you. There's not very many people here, and maybe it's just because it's Friday afternoon, but I have a lot of people who watch me on the replay. So I want to say thank you to you all who do watch me on the replay. I'm grateful for you. Alright, so I'm just going to take a minute and ask Spirit. Spirit, what do you want to do? Somebody's got a lot of blockages. I feel that they might be in your sacral or your base chakra. Okay. There could be some in somebody's intuition also, though, because I'm also getting a little bit of a headache since this video started. Spirit, what do you want to do? How do you want to do this video? Talk to me, Spirit. Talk to me. I'm hearing what's true about you. What's true about you? Spirit, what's true about this collective when it comes to keeping the lights on and I don't want to fall in love, wicked games you play? You are stronger than you feel right now. I am able to do all things through him who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. God, it sometimes feels like we need to be strong, to put on a smile, a brave face, and do what needs to be done. But you tell us your strength is made perfect in weakness, which means the moments when we feel the least spiritual might just be the ones when you work most. Because it's in those times we're reminded that we can depend fully and completely on you. It's not about being strong. It's about letting you be our strength. Amen. Sometimes what's in front of us seems impossible. The hill is too steep. The test is too hard. The diagnosis is too discouraging. But Jesus says to us, whatever I ask you to go through, I will give you the strength to do it. When we're weary, he's our power. When we're afraid, he's our courage. When we're uncertain, he's our security. After a difficult day, I woke up in the night with one verse on my heart. Not by strength nor by might, but by my spirit. I needed a reminder that the outcome isn't based on what I can offer in my humanity. Instead, I can trust in the God who has promised to get me through whatever I may face. It's not my strength that matters. It's his strength flowing through me, by the power of His Spirit. Nothing is too much for us because nothing we ever face is bigger than the God who lives within us. He already knows what we're going to face today, and He's already promised us we're going to beat it no matter what. Alright, if you're here, thank you for being here. Hey C-Mac, what's up? Yeah, Cheryl will put you on the list, and I'll answer some questions when I finish this reading right here, okay? If you can stick around, I'll be happy to answer that question for you. It may come out in this reading too, though, but what normally happens is Spirit already knows who's going to be here and who's not. And the reading, things will come out in that reading that'll be relevant to your situation, but everything might not exactly fit 100% because it's a general reading, and that means it's for a lot of people at one time. So take only what resonates for your situation, and then at the end we can do some clarifying by asking specific questions that don't get answered during the general reading. Okay? And this is an example of what a members only reading will be like, except it'll be members only. So right now we only have a few members, and the memberships are $2.99 and $4.99. So the $4.99 comes with a free private reading one-on-one with me after 3 months of having that membership. So just something to consider. You might want to consider joining because you will get exclusive content for members only, and there won't be very many people in those videos. You're welcome, C-Mac. Thank you for joining me, baby. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. All right, Holy Spirit, I'm not going to do anything until you tell me what way to go. For some reason, I'm having a hard time hearing Spirit's voice right now, but that's part of the reading. You may be too. You may be struggling to hear Spirit's voice right now, and that's part of why you're here. Alright, we're going to start out with virtues, how Spirit's working in this collective when it comes to the virtues. And the songs that came out in this reading were Keeping the Lights On, which is a song about working hard your whole life and thanking God that He kept, or they kept the lights on. And then I got the song Wicked Games by Stone Sour, and that's about I don't want to fall in love with you. But that's just them saying that because they already have. Unless it's somebody else and you lost the person that you were in love with, because it could be taken two ways. Alright, virtues, Holy Spirit. Humility, so you're being humbled in some way. Your faith is a factor. I feel like your faith is a factor because you feel like your prayers, when they go up, they just kind of hit the ceiling. Somehow love is a factor, and so is being gentle. So somebody could have been a little rough around the edges with you lately, maybe been in a little bit of a scuffle, and it's caused you to learn humility somehow. This could be someone you love. It doesn't have to be a lover. It could be a friend, a coworker, a family member, anybody that you love. Alright, Spirit, talk to me. How are you working in this collective overall? The moon came out. It's collective. Cancer's here. The moon card is a card about our emotions. It's about the dark side that we have to face, our shadow side. It's about being in our feelings about something. You might really be in your feelings about something right now. You might have some questions because you're not sure. Is what I'm feeling really what's going on here? Or is there something I'm missing? That kind of thing. It's a darkness. It can be the darkest time of your life, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be you being in your feelings, okay? So take it as it resonates. It has to do with humility, faith, gentleness, and joy, with love on the top of the deck. Energy to overcome in this collective right now, Spirit. We're already in this moon energy, and we have to overcome something to get out of that. Okay, there's our intuition showing it right there. It's your intuition about, it's about a Hierophant. The Hierophant is a Taurus vibe, The High Priestess is a Pisces and sometimes Virgo vibe. So we're dealing with a Cancer, a Taurus, and maybe a Pisces or a Virgo right now. So the energy to overcome is some kind of commitment. It could be like a lease agreement. It could be a job that you're having to sign a contract, a marriage contract, a twin flame contract, whatever you're having to sign a contract about. There's something here that it involves a higher level of commitment, like social services, a hospital, a prison, a jail, anything that requires you, in order for you to be a part of that, to sign your name on the dotted line. It could be a bank, it could be a mortgage company, it could be buying a new car and having a payment on a vehicle every month. Whatever this contract is, a lot of times in readings it will represent marriage, but it doesn't have to. And it's something that you need to use your intuition about. But I feel that you may be a little blocked in that. It's not showing that you're blocked, but something is affecting your ability to see the truth about this higher level commitment that you have a contract with. You've made a contract with somebody, and you need the energy to overcome is using your intuition about that. Maybe you are using your intuition about that and it's causing you to be in your feelings. But see, what you fail to realize is Spirit has you in the cycle. The feelings you're going through, Spirit's wanting you to feel those feelings. And so that might be why the energy to overcome is you thinking you already know. You may not really know. You might just think you know. Alright, what's going to pull it together? I don't want to fall in love with you. It's like this person's already made up their mind. I don't want to be in love with you. The Chariot. Movement. This is about getting the gumption to move, to get over something. Get over something here. You have something that you have to overcome or get over. Or you actually may be traveling. You may have to get in a vehicle or some form of transportation. It could be a plane, a train, an automobile, a motorcycle, a bicycle. You could even be walking. But you're getting wherever it is you need to arrive at. That's what's going to pull it together. Some kind of getting over. And look, we have the Empress, which is a grandmother, a mother. It's also the divine feminine energy that we embody. You could be dealing with a feminine, a very powerful woman in your life. But for some reason they're in reverse. And when they're in reverse, they're not creative. They're struggling. They're struggling when they're in reverse. I'm sorry. I just heard a really loud vehicle outside. I'm not even dressed. I look like a hobo. Oh well. I had to make sure there wasn't somebody out in my yard acting a fool. Okay, back to the reading. Alright, Spirit. Why do I keep getting it's like I'm drawing a blank? That's part of the reading, though. Somebody's drawing a blank. That's why this High Priestess is the energy to overcome. You don't really know what to think, and it's because you're in your feelings. Spirit has you in your feelings about this, and you may have somebody coming to see you, and what you don't see coming is this feminine right here. It's going to be, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm so over this and done with this. I'm over you. That could be who's getting over this. Alright, Spirit, show me how you're working in this collective. Show me how this happened. Show me how this happened. It has to do with humility, faith, joy, and gentleness in those two songs that I gave you. Keeping the lights on. Somebody might be upset and fighting over money. I'm just saying. Show me how this happened. There's our Cancer right there. Aquarius is here and so is Leo. So you're dealing with an Aquarius, a Cancer, and a Leo so far. A full moon in Cancer, a new moon in Aquarius, and a new moon in Leo. And Aquariuses and Leos are good matches because they're identical opposites. Alright, this happened because you had confidence. You were confident in yourself. You just knew being confident was the key. You were trying to bring love into the situation to reach a personal issue. I'm sorry. So a personal issue could reach. You were trying to resolve an issue with somebody, and you were confident that if I just bring love into this situation, I can reach this. I can come to this resolution. We can resolve this if I just have confidence and bring love into the situation. That's how this happened. All right. Well, what's being hidden? That you're good enough and it's time for healing. The full moon in Virgo, so you're also dealing with a Virgo. So secretly you don't have the confidence. You were putting on a front acting like you had confidence. You were like, I know if I can bring love into this that we can resolve this. But you really didn't know you were good enough. Secretly you are good enough, and it's time for you to heal. Alright, what's being shown? You didn't think you were good enough. That you're coming to the end of a tough cycle and you need to look at this from the bigger picture. There's a full moon in Sagittarius here and a full moon in Capricorn here. So what's being shown is that you need to end this tough cycle. It's going to end. It's coming to an end. And it may have recently come to an end because we just had a full moon in Capricorn. And you might be dealing with a Capricorn and a Sagittarius, as well as a Virgo, a Leo, an Aquarius, and a Cancer. But you have to look at this from the bigger picture. You can't look at the small details of the matter. You have to look at this like, how does this make everything better, the greater good? How does this fulfill a bigger purpose, not just the small purpose that you can see, but a bigger picture? Okay? What's going to happen next? You're going to step out of your comfort zone and believe in the impossible. So you're going to finally come out of a place where you've been comfortable. Your comfort zone is an immature place to be, though. Because in order for you to move into your life purpose, you have to step out of your comfort zone and into your what they call your north node. And that is indeed what I see you doing here. You're coming out of a place where you're comfortable because you're going to believe in the impossible. There's a blue moon here in your north node. Balanced spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. So you could also be dealing with a Pisces. So you're going to step out of your comfort zone also. Okay? This Empress, when she's in reverse, what I was trying to say is she lacks, she's usually the mother archetype. Like, she is the mother side of ourselves. She's mothering, she's nurturing, she's compassionate, she's that part of us that creates. But when she's in reverse, she's lacking those things. So it's like, I don't feel like I'm nurturing. I don't feel like I'm compassionate. I don't feel like I can create anything. I've lost all ability to do those things. Or she's pissed off. I don't know what to say about her yet. Alright. Hello, Allie's Creations. Thank you so much for being here. The songs that came through, if you missed it, were Keeping the Lights On and Wicked Game by Stone Sour. You'll have to go and look those lyrics up. Interesting music for this reading. Spirit's working on our humility, faith, joy, and being gentle. And it looks like somebody, we're in the moon energy is how Spirit is working. And we're using our intuition about the end of a contract that we've signed with somebody, or a relationship, some kind of commitment we made that was a serious commitment. It wasn't just a fly-by-night, one-night stand. It was a commitment like signing a mortgage. Like, you know, I'm committed to this for the long haul. The energy to pull it together is the Chariot, which we know is about movement. It's about taking action, earthly action, getting in a vehicle, getting on a form of transportation even, and making it to our destination, going where we need to go, getting over what we need to get over so we can get to where we need to be. And it's like you're using your intuition about this, but that's the energy to overcome. Is stop using your intuition about this. You have to take this on faith. You have to take this situation on faith. And the way that it happened is you just knew that if you could have confidence and bring love into the situation, that a personal issue you had with somebody would be resolved. That's what you thought, okay? But secretly, you are good enough, which tells me you didn't really have any confidence in yourself. And it's time for healing. You were right about that bringing love into the situation was a good idea. But you didn't think bringing love into this situation would actually resolve this. And you secretly need to know you're good enough. Because why would you need to know that in secret unless you just don't know it? And then what was being shown is that you need to look at the bigger picture here. This is about way more than just you. It's about a whole lot of and there's an end of a tough cycle in your life that's coming to a close. That's what's being shown. I think there's a time in your life that's ending, and you're upset about it. You're sad about it. You're mad about it. You're in your feelings about it, and you're not sure if you're right or wrong. And you're using your information. Why did I say information? You may have gotten some information, but you're going to come out of your comfort zone and believe in the impossible. So you may be leaving a marriage or a job, or you're getting out of something, you're getting ready to go somewhere. But for some reason, this is putting a feminine, powerful Empress vibe in reverse. Okay, Spirit, talk to me, baby. Alright, we're going to find out a little bit more about how this happened. How did this happen, Spirit? May I see, please? We're going to also use the breakup deck intuitively. Show me how this happened, Spirit. May I see, please? Stick it out with me and I'll answer questions if you want to get on the list. Somebody had to say 5 little words. They had sex. And now your friend misses your face. So you were talking to somebody and you had sex with them. And for some reason, either they miss you or your friends do. So it's like you told somebody, I want to be with you. I want to have sex with you. Or you told them whatever you told them. Y'all had a conversation and it wasn't a lot of words involved, but there was some sex involved. And friends miss you now. All right, what's being hidden? I don't want to fall in love with you. This is the fill in the blank card. So Spirit says it's different for all of y'all. Alright, what's being shown? That you need to just fucking say it because resentment kills the magic. And do you really love them? So what I'm getting from that is you talked to somebody and you thought by being confident that bringing love into the situation would resolve an issue. So you had sex with this person thinking that if you had sex with them that it would make things better. And I think this person may have ghosted you. For some of you, I think they may have ghosted you and now you don't feel like you're good enough. And you need to fucking say it if you really love them. And stop acting like you don't want to fall in love. You need to fucking say, I'm in love with you. Alright, so what's going to happen next? Why do people have so much trouble telling people that they love them? Please, somebody comment and explain that shit to me. You're not going to tell them. You're going to keep it to yourself. You're going to throw a tantrum and say, this isn't personal. This isn't always, shit's not always about you. Oh, so you're going to hurt this person's feelings instead of telling them the truth. When all you really need to do is just say, I'm in love with you. Or maybe you have a resentment for some reason. More. I ain't done here. I'm just getting started. Show me how this happens, Spirit. There was competition and there was a love triangle. Ha ha ha. Here we go. Here we go, collective. Buckle up, buttercups. We're about to reveal the truth up in here. Somebody felt helpless because they were in a love triangle. No doubt. Won't that make you feel helpless? So, you thought by having sex with this person, trust the plan, you're in a love triangle. There is no plan when you're in a love triangle. There is, but there's about 3 different plans, and all of you have a different one, promise you. Alright, show me how this happens, Spirit. Somebody was on the verge of telling you whether or not they love you. Or something. We're going to find out what. What's being hidden? That somebody uses something to escape. They don't support their friend, but they have a friendship. Shame on you. Shame on you. Alright, what's being shown? You remember your friends miss your face? Somebody has a friend that they don't support because they're too busy escaping. Shame on you. What's being shown is this is pushing somebody's buttons. What's going to happen next? Or somebody's buttons are being pushed. You're going to reconcile, and there's going to be unsent messages. There's going to be unsent messages about reconciling. So they're not going to tell you they want to reconcile. Is the grass greener, they want to know. Is the grass greener over there? Let's see what they want to say. Look, fuck your feelings. You have logic for a reason. Use it. And there we go. There's the real problem right there. It was time to talk money. It was time to talk money. This person bailed on your ass. They kept it to themselves. They kept something to themselves. Somebody threw a tantrum and said, this isn't about you. I want to know what happened to the money. What happened to the money? Somebody got into the money. And I don't want to reconcile with you, so I'm not going to tell you how I feel. But down here it happened because you were on the verge. You were about to confess your true feelings until you found out that this person is escaping, not supporting you, and you're their fucking friend. And this is pushing your buttons, and it would push mine too. So, I don't want to reconcile. I'm not going to tell you I want to reconcile. And fuck your feelings. Okay, I'm starting to feel some anger in the air. Alright, show me the resentment here. What's pushing your buttons? What is pushing your buttons so much here, collective? Because somebody acts like they don't give a shit, and you're not quite at your breaking point. You're almost there, but you're not quite there. Because somebody acts like they don't care. And it's this friend over here that's supposed to be all loving and supportive. And fill in the blank. They did something. Whatever they did, they kept it to themselves. I think they kept some money to themselves. It didn't have to be money, but it was something tangible that you could touch. Somebody got their hands on something that wasn't theirs. And now you want to know, are you going to pay me what you owe me? You're not trusting your intuition either. Somebody is not trusting their intuition here. And we see to overcome right here. Why aren't you supporting your friend besides you're getting fucked up? Because you're haunted by something. What's haunting you? That somebody is controlling as hell. It's not true love. You have no strategy and you have a burden. Alright, somebody's controlling their feelings. This friend, they're trying not to fall in love with you. There's been a lot of burdens and they're coming up with a strategy because truly they do love you. But they're controlling themselves because of being haunted. Or maybe that's what's haunting them, is that this was somebody that you truly loved, a friend you truly cared about that was going through shit, and you came up with a strategy to help this person, but somebody was controlling the outcome and wasn't allowing you to show support to this friend. And this is all going on in secret. And what's pushing this person's buttons is you act like you don't give a fuck. And they're at their breaking point with this. What are they going to do when they hit that breaking point? They're not going to force it when it comes to it being only you. Or they are. But it says don't force it, only you. Don't force me. Don't try to tell me that I got to decide between you and my friend. Don't go there. Don't do that. Because what will you decide? That secret love? You can't even focus on yourself because of them. You got a secret love. And I think it's this friend. I'm going to put the friendship back in the deck. I don't think somebody's letting you support them. Clarify the secret love, please. You're eliminating somebody that you have differences with in work. So this could be somebody you work with. You don't even get along with this person that you work with. Clarify the secret love, though. Somebody forever changed their life without even trying. They were divinely guided for online dating. So who's the secret love? This is who they are. It's a new love. Your secret love is a new love. But somebody else forever changed their life. It looks like. Clarify the new love. They're not for you. You're going to get a divorce. And you're clueless. All coming out in reverse. Now things are starting. When it comes to this secret love, that's a new love, everything's coming out in reverse. This person, you don't realize it, but they're not for you. And there's a divorce. You think they forever changed your life and were divinely guided to meet you online, but that's all coming out in reverse. Why is it coming out in reverse? Because somebody's worth waiting for, and you're fantasizing about the healing. Okay, this is getting real complicated. Let me slow down a minute. Hold up. I want to find out what they're not telling you. What are they on the verge of saying but not saying? May I see, please? This is how it happened. What were they on the verge of telling this person? I miss hearing your voice, and I wonder how you feel. I feel drawn to you. So that's what they were going to say to you. I miss hearing your voice. I wonder how you feel, and I feel so drawn to you. How do you feel? Like you want to make amends, okay? Why do you want to make amends? I don't know why this happened. I'm in a committed relationship. I didn't save your text messages, and you did tears. So this person did something to hurt you. And we see right here that somebody was controlling their feelings or something when it came to somebody who was under a strong burden, a lot of burden. And you were coming up with a strategy because this was true love. And you didn't want to be haunted. But somebody was escaping and not letting you show support to your friend. I don't know what comes next. Alright. What else were they hiding? Because I sensed there was more here. What were they on the verge of telling you? They were on the verge of telling you they were sorry. Alright. What would you have said to them? You would have said, I scared myself that day and we're not right for each other. And I know more than you think. Somebody's pissed. Somebody's not getting along. Why were they sorry? I'm happy that it's over. I couldn't tell you face to face, and I was careless with you. I know we have a soul connection. So this is somebody you have a soul connection with, and you're happy it's over. You couldn't tell this person to their face that you were happy it was over. So you were careless with them, and that's why you're sorry. Because that's why you're haunted. You're haunted because of the way you treated this person you have a soul connection with. And when they were going through a lot of shit, you came up with a strategy that gave you control. or somebody did, over this person that you really had a lot of love for. It sounds like to me that there's two people here, and there was one person that was pulling the strings, and the other person that was kind of allowing that to happen, instead of standing up to them and saying, you know what, that's my friend, fuck you. That's the feel this gives me. There was somebody who was using something to escape, and they were like, you're not going to show support to your friend. I don't care if you're friends. But secretly, somebody had a secret love, and they were going to get divorced because of a new secret love. And you acted like you didn't care, but you were really almost at your breaking point, and they were pushing your buttons. You weren't going to force it, though. We were fantasizing about healing and this person being worth waiting for. You weren't clueless about not getting divorced and that they were not for you. New love, online dating, divinely guided, forever changed my life in reverse. This is somebody at work. Oh! Double life was hidden. Somebody was living a double life. You were eliminating somebody you had differences with. That was the divorce. This person, you were so in love with them you couldn't even focus on yourself. And you haven't told them that you want to reconcile. You're not going to. Why don't you want to tell them you want to reconcile? Who are you? You keep changing up on me all the time. And did you block me? My calls keep going to voicemail. Alright, what would the other person say about that? They would say, where have you been my whole life? Do you know who really loves you? Me, but I'd never tell you. And where have you been my whole life? So this person's like, where have you been? Where have you been? And you keep changing up on me. They say you blocked them. And they're like, where have you been? And I don't reread your text messages anymore. This person's fed up with you. This person you don't want to tell that you want to reconcile. I can see why, because they're fed up with you. And it's because somebody wouldn't let you show support to them. And they were your friend. And you did something to fuck them over. That's what it looks like to me. I'm just saying, or they did you. There's something I'm missing though, and I'm going to find out what. Just give me a minute. It'll take me a minute, but I will find out what happened here. I need more, Spirit. Show me what I'm missing. I'm putting the cards back together too, because I'm also going to do private readings at the end of this. And I'm getting close to the end of this. I can feel it. But somebody's not able to use their intuition here, and it's blocked because I'm feeling like mine is, but it's not. Alright, Spirit. I need you to give me some tea on this situation to explain to me what exactly is going on here. What is really going on? Show me how this happened with the tea deck, please. How did this happen? Somebody was hustling and trying to get the inside scoop. A closer look, being nosy and up in your business. They were looking at your phone, it looks like. Yeah, somebody was going through your phone while you were hustling. Alright, what did they find when they were going through? That they weren't able to stalk. That you weren't stalking someone. What were you doing? Traveling because of a thief, being unfazed. Now you're moving and dodging bullets. There's the Chariot right there. You're gonna travel. And there's the unfazed. You remember somebody didn't care and you were at your breaking point because they didn't give a shit that they were a thief? It looks like they were traveling because they stole from you. And they thought it was funny too. And I think they were having an affair with somebody. Look. They stole from you for somebody else, I think. So somebody here was traveling. This is the inside scoop that they couldn't figure out by stalking you. So they stole your phone and they looked through your phone or something. And they didn't care. Or maybe you didn't care because you're moving anyway to dodge these bullets. Alright, what's being hidden? That's probably the case. You were probably like, let me set something up in this phone just so they'll think something's going on. Somebody was giving you money secretly. You had drug or alcohol or some kind of bad habits. Remember, somebody was getting fucked up? You don't care. You're uninterested. And you're not going to make a dirty offer. You're not going to make a dirty offer to this friend because somebody else was giving you money for bad habits. Oh my God. Somebody's getting fucked up on money that somebody else gave you. Alright, wait a minute. There's a card stuck in a box. Somebody was married for money here and tried to hide that too. Alright, what's being shown? That child services may have been involved because somebody was a wolf in sheep's clothing and a happiness hater. What's going to happen next? You're going to be creeping. What are you going to see while you're creeping? That somebody started some shit. So you're going to realize that somebody in your life was being controlling and started some shit. And they didn't care that they did it. And it could have had something to do with them getting you in trouble with child services. Because they couldn't stand it that you were so happy. And they were traveling because they stole something. And you were like, I don't even care anymore. I'm just moving and dodging all of these bullets. Anything else we need to know about this? Oh, that flew out. Somebody's going to have some real bad karma behind this. Somebody's not crying about this. They could care less. They just don't care. Somebody's unfazed. And there's not going to be a girl fight. Because somebody's making moves in silence. Show me the moves they're making in silence. Oh my God. They're a divination abuser. And they're stealing your creative ideas. The silent moves are that somebody abuses divination and they're stealing your creative ideas. I'm going to put the bad karma card back in the deck. What's going to be the outcome of this abuser that steals ideas? They're going to impersonate you. They're going to pretend to be you. And they're going to be fake smiles. Alright, what's going to be the outcome of doing that? They're going to pretend like they're into you. They're going to smile in your face while they steal your ideas and pretend like they want to be you. This person pretends like they are you and they didn't catch a case of sexual infection or disease even though they're into you. Why is catch a case in reverse? Because somebody's an obsessive lover and a groupie. This person is really obsessed with you. But they're not a queen rising. We saw this last week in our readings. There's somebody who in your life right now is abusing your divination by stealing your ideas. I wish I could catch a fool doing that shit to me. And I can. I can. Trust me. All I got to do is sit back and eat my popcorn and watch karma do it for me. Alright, so we see what's going on here. You thought if you could just bring love into the situation that you could resolve this. But secretly, it was time for healing because somebody didn't feel like they were good enough. This is almost over though. Just look at it from the big picture. Step out of your comfort zone and believe the impossible. The impossible is going to happen here. Come out of your comfort zone and believe in that. Believe in you. Okay? Alright, Spirit, talk to me about these tarot cards right here. What do you want to say about these tarot cards right here? Alright, I'm just going to use, what am I going to use? I'm going to use the Tarot of the Heart. It's not a normal tarot deck, but it does have the Emperor and the Empress. Why is the moon here for this reading, Spirit? Why are we in our feelings like this? Because of control. That's the Strength card. You're trying to be strong. You're trying to be in control of yourself. Let's look at that, though, because that could also be... These cards have different meanings. That could also be temperance, but I don't think so. We're going to find out. Control. Strength. So this is Leo. Remember I told you we have Leo already somewhere. Master, influence, accept, compassion, patience, and confidence. In order to flourish, relationships must be fluid and free rather than overly rigid and controlled by emotional neediness or insecurity. And when you don't feel like you're good enough, will you not be overly insecure and needy? Yes, you will. So somebody here is very needy. It's important to master your emotions so that they don't rule the relationship. And we see you're in your feelings a lot. A partnership based solely on emotion is out of balance and out of control. Self-control is key here. That's the temperance that you don't have. Act from a combination of emotion and intellect. Remember, spiritual and practical balanced out. Be sure that your influence is gentle and loving. Remember, you thought if you could just bring this love into this, that everything would be sorted out. This is not the time for domination. Don't dominate here. This card asks you to accept another person's uniqueness and not require that person to conform to the mold of your choosing just to make you feel more comfortable. This card also serves as a reminder to come from compassion and understanding rather than anger and frustration. Remember, gentleness. Now is the time for patience, steadiness, and clear thinking. Apply these qualities to your relationship with others and with yourself. If you're involved with a difficult person, and you are, or situation, try to look through the other person's eyes and experience what his or her heart and soul feels. Try to see the situation from another's perspective. With self-control comes confidence. Allow a situation to unfold and detach yourself from the outcome. Don't try to control it. The end result of self-control and confidence is supreme peace. And see, you didn't have confidence in yourself. And I think that's why you lost control. Take some time to examine how control in its many aspects is affecting your relationships. So somebody here is in their feelings all the time, and it's causing them to not feel good about themselves and to feel like they're not enough, and therefore they're trying to control other people. And they're trying to tell somebody that you can't support your friend. And they even got in the middle of it, and they got involved, and they stole something. They were a thief. And that is where anger is coming in with this person. Is you know they stole something, and then they lied about it. To try to make you think you had lost your damn mind. But they are a thief. Yes, they are. Alright, why is the Hierophant here in reverse? That's a lot. I'm not taking all those cards, Spirit. Please don't make me. Why is the Hierophant here? I'm reading them all on the upright. Because of joy and stability. Remember joy? Going through some challenging times. Your relationship is going through. Whoever this person or this place or thing that you have this contract with is going through some challenging times. And you want to have stability and joy. But there you go. Remember I said your sacral chakra had some blockages? Your sacral chakra is blocked. And so you're going to move on and share the love. You're leaving this person. because you're tired of it affecting your happiness all the time and causing trouble. This person is a troublemaker. And I think this person has blonde hair and maybe blue eyes. They feel bad about it, but not bad enough to do anything about it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to say, yes, I'm a thief and a liar. So you're like, I want to be happy. I want joy. I'm tired of going through the challenging times. Yeah, you gave me some good sex. That's how this happened, is I wanted to get fucking laid. And yes, that was all good and fine at first. But now I'm just ready to move on and share my love with somebody else. Because you have a secret love. Alright, why is the High Priestess here? What are you not using your intuition about? That was your base chakra, but I'm not taking all those cards. The High Priestess is about you seeking the truth about coming together, the Two of Cups. And what are you being shown? Come on, Spirit. What are you being shown about coming together? Maybe coming together with this new love. You're observing and changing your focus. You're observing and changing your focus because you don't want to be helpless and hopeless anymore. Alright, let's see what observe is in this deck because I'm not sure. Release, surrender. This is the Hangman. You remember it said you needed to see it from a different perspective? You're seeing it from a different perspective by using your intuition and seeking the truth about whether or not you should come together with this person or change your focus. An opportunity for renewal around affairs of the heart is available at this time. And it's quite possible. You remember reconciliation, but you weren't going to send the messages? It's quite possible that this renewal will happen through letting go. It's in letting go that you discover, and you are indeed going to move on. You're letting this person go. It's in letting go that you discover what remains, what is truly yours. Sometimes in relationships, you may feel the need to hold on tightly to those you love, whether or not the love is returned. This can lead to tension and unhappiness for all involved. So you're holding on like hell to somebody who doesn't even love you. It's time to move on. It's causing challenging times. The only thing the two of you have in common is fucking. I'm just going to be blunt with you. That is all you have in common with this person, is that they have a hole that you can stick it in. Sometimes in relationships, you may feel the need to hold on tightly to those you love, whether or not this love is returned. This can lead to tension and unhappiness for all involved. Even in a good relationship, holding on tightly doesn't allow the relationship to breathe, grow, and mature. Are you restricting someone or trying to attract someone through your will? Are you trying to attract them by your sheer will of wanting them to be with you? Discard the need for control and see how the relationship transforms. Watch how releasing the overwhelming need for a relationship allows the perfect one to appear. Shed any beliefs and behaviors that do not serve your highest good. Throughout life, we receive many mixed and often incorrect messages about how relationships should work. Let go of any preconceived notions or expectations about your relationship or your lack of them. By doing so, your current relationship can flow and flourish in a way that's best for everyone. By being yourself, you also attract to you the relationship that will serve you best. This is also a card of possible endings. Are there relationships that you cling to that you would be better off leaving? If letting go of a stagnant or difficult situation empowers you, opening up the way for new and rewarding relationships, do it. This is the death card. This is Scorpio. We have Pisces here also. This could be a Scorpio, this High Priestess. You're going to change your focus. And it's about you realizing that you don't need to be with this person. You don't need to come together with this person to have happiness, joy, and stability, and to have good sex. You can have good sex with somebody else. And it probably will be even better sex because you actually might have feelings for this person. And we saw over here that you indeed did have a secret love. But you were controlling yourself about a friend, or there was a friend that was trying to control you, and they were using something to escape. I'm not sure if I caught what was going on in secret, but there was somebody who was trying to control their feelings about a friend and not show that person support. It may have been the person themselves, or it could have been somebody else trying to control them. That's what I'm not sure about. I want to know though. Show me, angels, if you will. Was there, was the person that was the actual friend the one doing the controlling? No. That's very plain. No. Somebody else was making this person. They were getting fucked up and they stole something, probably drugs or money, so they could buy drugs. Because they didn't want you to support your friend who was in dire straits and needed your help. That was what I indeed thought, and that's what's indeed going on here. Alright, so you're realizing that this person's not going to change when it comes to being with this person that they're with. So you're moving on. You're moving on. You don't need this person. You don't desire them so strongly that you're going to let them mistreat you, even if it's because they have a douchebag, whoever, that they're hung up on, pulling the strings. Neither one of you are going to do that to me. No. I'm moving on. I'm changing my focus. What are you going to focus on? There's a 5 here. And before this reading, it was 5:55. Ooh, that flew out. You're going to manifest. The Magician is here. Gemini is here also. What are you manifesting? And it came out with force, baby. I mean, it flew out. You're manifesting a simple love. Just simply love. That's what you're manifesting. I just want somebody to simply love me. I don't want all this complicated shit. I don't want somebody who's going to manipulate and lie and act like they didn't and be a thief. Even if it's a third party that you're dealing with. Even if you're not the one treating me that way. The fact that you would be involved with people like that, I don't want to be involved with you. So I'm going to change my focus and manifest somebody who will simply love me. Clarify the Chariot, please, Spirit. What are you getting over? What's the hurdle here? Nurture, lead. That's the Emperor, I think. And your crown chakra. So, what you're going to do when it comes to you getting over this or moving forward, like you're really going to maybe even pack up and move. Healing on the bottom of the deck. You're going to get an invitation through the top of your head, which is your crown chakra, from Spirit, to be nurturing and lead. This is the Emperor and the fucking Empress together, side by side. Holy shit. And both of you are getting messages through the top of your head. That's what that is. 3 and 4. Emperor and Empress. You're going to be nurturing and be leaders. Oh, wow. And you're going to have healing. Okay. Healing begins. Alright, why is the Empress in reverse on the bottom of the deck then? May I see, please? Why is she in reverse on the bottom of the deck? Good, strong answers only, please, from the universe. Because y'all are upright together right there. Because of being sad and isolated. Because she's going to be all alone. Why is she going to be all alone? Because of the lovers and giving and receiving. Because somebody chose to give and receive. What happened though when they gave and received? Somebody was a thief. That's what happened. You need to heal. You need healing. That's all Spirit's saying. Is there's a need for healing when it comes to choosing to give and receive. Not give, 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 or take, take, take. You have to have both. And then this can blossom. Your heart chakra needs to open. And you need to have a rebirth. But right now you just have to. Beautiful reading. We have the Emperor and the Empress showing up again. Alright. So show me what's going to happen with this relationship, Spirit. May I see, please? What's going to happen here? In the summer. Oh, God. Y'all, I can't make this shit up. Look. Does that say twin flames in the summer? That's what it says. And I see them right here together. So somehow the two of you are going to be together this summer. Okay, Cheryl, I got you, baby. I don't think we have anybody here, and that's fine. It's 1:11:46 on the clock. Alright, what's being hidden besides we have twin flames in the summer? What's being hidden? That somebody has lack and doubt, and it occurred in the spring. In the spring, you secretly had lack and doubt. Well, what's being shown is that you want to have a renewal. You want to have a spark. And what's going to happen next? You're thinking about that. What are you thinking? That you don't want to be deceptive. So what will you be? You're going to break toxic patterns and somebody's ego. Outcome of that. You're going to spy. What do you see when you spy? That somebody has stability, harmony, and flow, and they're letting go of this. They're surrendering and purging, and it's divine feminine. She ain't putting up with this shit. I promise you she ain't. Alright, what do we need to know out of here, Spirit? That somebody wants a second chance, and they're going to stop playing games, wicked games. When it comes to this, you remember somebody being a thief? It's time to talk money. Will you give them one? You're going to have boundaries. You're going to let somebody go, and you're being warned when it comes to trust. Clarify warning when it comes to trust. Somebody has no abundance because of an addiction, and you're protected. Outcome of this person's addiction. You're being warned about trusting somebody who has an addiction. Healing and balance came out in reverse. And no apology. So this person's not even gonna, they don't give a shit. What should you do here? Have forgiveness, and you're gonna be on different pages. Forgive them and be on different pages. It's fate. Can you clarify what's fate? That you not put away the computer. You have a lot of passion. You're obsessed. You need stability, or you're going to have stability, and you haven't made this decision. What decision? You can't wait, though, to retreat, and you're going to have regret. Why are you going to regret retreating? Because of interfering with longing. What are you doing? Why are you fucking this up? Because of chemistry. Clarify the chemistry. You're mad. You're mad. It's about marriage, fate, and not wanting to wait. So, what are you going to do? You're going to have obstacles. Outcome of the obstacles. You're going to learn a spiritual lesson about somebody's children, self-care, and a friendship. And having integrity. Somebody understands every word of this message. And I guess it's going to be on the replay because I don't have very many people watching. Alright, I'm going to put the cards away. Wow, this is a crazy reading. Does anybody else feel like this is a crazy reading? Our readings lately have had a lot of divine masculine and feminine reunions in them. Like, they came out together as what's going to pull this together. Is them using their damn noggins. And I think you know what I'm talking about. Somebody here has somebody in their life who's a thief. And it's been showing up in this collective for a while, that there's somebody who's a thief. Anything we need to know out of this deck about gossip? Somebody's defending themselves and you're running away. Alright? Why are you defending yourself? Because you're a player. You're playing games. And what's going to be the outcome? Somebody's sick and they don't feel like investigating. Well, if they did, what would they find? That somebody is a fake friend, they're trash, and they're fucking spoiled. And they are not having family time. What are they doing? Shit's about to explode. Clarify shit about to explode. Somebody's going to know they fucked up. They're not going to get played. Their family time is here. And a pregnancy test. Outcome of the pregnancy test. You're not going to be expecting a baby. So thank God for that. You're not going to fight for what you love. And there's a diamond girl who's born to shine. Outcome of the diamond girl. Under spiritual attack and not having sex. Not even tantric sex. And not a bugaboo either. What's going to happen to this other person that's so... They're going to be a hater. And they're going to fall apart because you're going to be getting a room. Outcome of you getting a room. Whoa. They're going to be outdated and you're not going to keep your promise. Because the sugar and the salt don't look the same. What had you promised this person though? Holy shit. That they were toxic? That they betrayed you and got the police involved. They promised you that if you were toxic, they were going to betray you and get the police involved. If they caught you cheating, they were going to betray you. You were toxic and you get the police. They may have already done that. It might not be the first time they've done that. Jesus, have mercy. Alright, I'm done with this. I'm done with this reading. I'm going to get some guidance. Somebody knows they fucked up, though. How do you feel about each other? Divine Masculine, how do you feel about Divine Feminine? May I see, please? You're getting clarity about it, and you don't want to clash, alright? How does she feel about you? She feels like there's tension because of not being beautiful. Alright, what would you clash about being better off? What do you mean better off? Because you're not in despair when it comes to your friend. Alright. Why is there tension in not feeling beautiful? Because you haven't reached your limit. And what's it going to take for you to reach that limit? Jesus. For somebody to confess to you that they're longing. What's the truth about longing? That this is deep. Alright. Well, will they do that? Will they confess? There's distance. What does that mean? That you can't have sex. You can't have intimacy. Well, what can you have? I mean, that's not everything. You can have an apology for letting this happen again and not being trapped. You can say, I'm sorry that I let this happen again. I shouldn't be trapped. I was confused. Clarify being unstuck. This is your consequence, is that you had to get unstuck. Consequence for what? For being afraid. Remember, somebody was afraid. So what are you going to do different? You're going to cry because it's not time. And somebody has an addiction. Boo hoo hoo. I know it was saying to be compassionate, but right now you're not feeling that way because I'm not feeling that way, and I feel what you feel. Show me where Divine Masculine is here. Divine Masculine is working on their money and ending something because of a twin flame in reverse, and they did not receive something. Why is the twin flame in reverse? Because this person's not alone. What's going on with Divine Feminine over here? Divine Feminine does not have a third party, and they're just like, I'm done with this. I'm putting this whole shit show on pause. And what will be the outcome between the two of you? That purging. You're not going to speak to each other because somebody is tired of somebody not doing the inner child work and tired of being deceived, and somebody not having any self-worth. It looks like this Divine Feminine's fed up. I'm just going to say. And I can't say I blame them if what's showing up on my table is what's happened to them. They're tired of it. They're not going to keep putting up with that kind of shit because they have more confidence in themselves than that. They just thought that if they brought love into the situation that it would change. But you can't change somebody that don't want to change. They have to be willing to do that for themselves. Okay. What's the lesson here? What's the lesson here? May I see, please? What lesson do you have for us in this whole situation? I'm not taking that many cards. What's the lesson here? They're determined to come out. Do you see that? That somebody here has a very strong intuition and they have your heart in their hands. This woman is holding your heart. And you're not using your intuition about it. How do you feel about them? Like you deceived them because of some woman who thought she could deceive them. There was a woman who thought that she could make you let go of this woman if they could deceive them. But you are holding her heart just as hard as she's holding yours. But you're in reverse because she's done. She knows what you're up to. She knows what this third party is up to. There's a third party that's affecting your stability because they are a thief and a liar. And what you do with that is totally up to you. Alright, what would this person's best friend say, Spirit? Keep in touch. Enjoy it while it lasts. I'm telling you, this person's done with you. Keep in touch and enjoy it while it lasts. So apparently they don't think whatever you're getting involved in is going to last. And I tend to agree with them. Alright, I guess that's going to be a wrap. I don't know what else to say. Did anybody have a question? What's going on with the money here? May I see, please? How's this Divine Masculine's money looking? There's, okay. It's undecided right now because somebody parties too much and they don't fight. They don't have conflict with them. Of course you don't, because you let them do whatever the fuck they want to do. What about the Divine Feminine? She's not motivated. She's getting recognition, but she's not crafting. Clarify the outcome of her recognition. She's recognizing something.